boy Big T don't miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, got an Alabama, you can add Nick say.
One, two, three,
She'll be
four,
another around him.
five.
Pretty sure he's on his bed.
Now our feature presentation.
Shit, homie. Back in that bed. Yeah, good shit. Finna murder that bitch. Come on with it. Got a dojo in it, feel like Cobra Kai. With them bricks, karate chop. I just broke it down and recompressed, now it's a lot. Now he hot, dummy blocks. She been eating Molly, popping Zans and smoking loud. She got lied, and she forgot. Bitch, I'm from Montgomery, we do numbers on the south. It's going down, fuck you talking about. They say who that thought you knew that I'm that nigga, bang 'em Jay. Floating through the city, getting it crumb and making major pay. If you ain't about making money, get what, dawg, we can't relate. I don't fuck with niggas like you, please just stay up out my way. Okay, I can make it double 24 to 48. Ain't no drop, it's a drought. They gon' buy this shit all day. Pocket rocket on my waist. Yeah, Lil Nina, that's my babe. She gon' show up by Lil Bang. Niggas know that girl don't play. Okay, me and you ain't equals. No, we not the same. I'm just soaking up these blessings. Thank the man, I can't complain. Nigga finally see the picture. I just got a bigger frame. And I'm still going in. Yeah, you niggas know the name. Got a dojo in it, feel like Cobra Kai. With them bricks, karate chop. I just broke it down and recompressed, now it's a lot. Now he hot, dummy blocks. She been eating Molly, popping Zans and smoking loud. She got lied, and she forgot. Bitch, I'm from Montgomery, we do numbers on the south. It's going down, fuck you talking about. Hey, bitch, I just left Pluto, bought the spaceship across the field. Came back with some triple stacks. Said I'm back, we geek for real. She say, bang, bang, where you at? I told her, meet me cross the hill. Cone liquor popping pills on some video, shit for real. Drink, gon' crank up the grill. Told your mail, pull out the speakers. Party every weekend, give a fuck about them peoples. Dip out for a minute, damn, they need me in the kitchen. Bitch, I'm something like a chemist. I'm a young Josephus. Late night now, I'm lurking, nigga, where the cookies at? Yeah, I'm geeking, that's a fact. Say she sober, hold on, hunger, here, just take a piece of that. Gotta twist it to the max. Now the bitch won't shut up talking. Bet you didn't know that your baby mama love this fucking dojo in it, feel like Cobra Kai. With them bricks, karate chop. I just broke it down and recompressed, now it's a lot. Now he hot, dummy blocks. She been eating Molly, popping Zans and smoking loud. She got lied, and she forgot. Bitch, I'm from Montgomery, we do numbers on the south. It's going down, fuck you talking about. Hey.
Man, tell a friend to come on in, man. This is Hit Squad TV. Give it up for yourself, man. Yeah, live from Birmingham, Alabama, man. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to Divine Black Rose, Tyranny, talking about K-Dissolve, and man, my dog Comp Green. Much love, Brody. Yeah, man. Check this out, man. We just gonna rock out and vibe for a few. Y'all know how I be doing, man. Straight up out the workplace, coming up in here to see what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna put this together on the fly. Ain't no show put together, but it's a herd of stuff going on in these here YouTube streets, man. Yeah, man. Sharon Weber, what's going on with you? Salute to you. Yeah, it's a lot going on, y'all. This Diddy thing. Ooh. Hey, we've heard everything that is to hear and then some. when it comes to Diddy, man. And just to be perfectly honest with you, I ain't gonna lie, it hit different. It hit different when them prosecutors, you know what I'm saying, put everything together and narrated the whole story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They case is Trump tight. Just going off of what I've heard today, they case Trump tight. We got to see what Tina Garagos and Brian Steele and I forget. Yeah, you know he got 10 of them over there. He got a female that's going dumb, and she may be the one that need to present this because when she did her 1-2 with I'm not gonna call her name, Jane Doe. Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, K this all said that was pretty hard, but I asked Nick Saban, he said the old intro is the hardest. Yeah, the old intro is the hardest. But shout out to my dog Bangum J out the Gump, and shout out to my dog Bo the Kid out of Chat Town. Yeah, man. Diane Wright, what's going on with you? Salute to you. Yeah, the closing arguments for me, from what I've heard, and man, listen, K-Dog, they was talking all day today, fam. And sheesh, when they put it together, yeah, it ain't looking too good for the kid, man. Not to mention, another frivolous lawsuit by Tony Busby being filed today. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that right quick. Basically, Tony Busby done got another one. Hey, listen. Diddy sued. He told me before the alleged grape, you about to get this Diddy love. And y'all know that. y'all got to know this is cap. Y'all got to know this is cap, man. You about to get this Diddy love? Come on, fam. But we're going to look at it nonetheless. Diddy is being sued by a man who claims Diddy itemized him at a house party after telling him, you about to get that Diddy love. All right, let's keep going. The Bad Boy Records founder is being sued by a man named Brandon Adams, who claims he was invited to a Diddy party that Diddy was hosting in 2021.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Only to show up and be actually assaulted. In the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Adams claims he got an invite from a chauffeur he met at a LA gas station. See, that's that bullshit, man. Why they even waste our time with this, man? I think it's filed in California, Divine Black Rose. I think this one is filed in California. So he said he got an invite to a Diddy party from a chauffeur he met at a LA gas station. Man, this is crazy. Oh, yeah. And let me let y'all know something, man. Tonight, we're trying something different. We are streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So if you got any one of them apps, which I wouldn't think y'all would, but if you do, rock out with me on Twitch, rock out with me on Kick. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to build engagement. Yeah. We should all file together at this point. Exactly. This is what happens when you put up billboards asking for people to call in. If you've been in the same county as Diddy, give us a call. You know what I mean? These are ambulance chaser claims. So let's keep going. Inside the bash, he claims he saw celebs, but didn't interact with them and had some alcoholic drinks that made him feel dizzy. Adams claims he found an empty bedroom, collapsed onto a bed, and fell unconscious. He says the next thing he remembers is feeling a hand unbuckling his belt. He said he asked what was going on and heard a man's voice he believes was Diddy answer, "You about to get that Diddy love."
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah. In the suit, Adams claims he was rolled from his stomach onto his side and told, "Don't worry, you're about to get a great massage." He says he turned his head and saw Diddy atomizing him. Come on, man. Adams claims he tried to protest, but Diddy grabbed the back of his neck and threatened him by reciting the information on his driver's license, which Adams says had been scanned by security upon entry. Are we going to the photo galleries too? Don't worry. He said Diddy finished up and left the room, and Adams said he felt pain and a vile sensation. Adams claims he tried to confront Diddy, but was intercepted by security guards who carried him to another room and told him he could either play along or leave the party like nothing ever happened, or leave the hard way. He says he played along and was told to sign an NDA. That's funny because nobody else did. Okay. He claims once he signed, he was escorted to the exit and allowed to leave. It says he got pulled over on his way home and arrested for DUI, which he blames on the lingering effects of the drugs he unknowingly consumed at a Diddy party. Adams is suing Diddy for sexual battery, gender violence, and more. He's going after him for damages. His lawyer, Tony Busby, the Texas attorney representing a slew of alleged Diddy victims, and the suit was filed during Diddy's criminal trial. Worth noting, none of Busby's clients have testified in a Diddy trial. Of course they didn't, because they ain't got a leg to stand on. This is all cap right here. Diddy's legal team tells TMZ, no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs never actually assaulted or trafficked man, woman, adult, or minor. We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason. Unfortunately, a fair and impartial judicial process exits to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident he will prevail in court. Yeah, so that's what we on right now. That's what we on right now. But this is what I want to get into right here. This is an insight into the all-white parties. And these look like they were from the 90s. Is that Leonardo DiCaprio? I don't know who them other two fellas is, but I wonder if I could steal that. You about to get that K Dizzy love. Facts. Yeah, this had to be in the late 90s, early 2000s. You feel me? I don't know what's going on here. Look like somebody getting some, you know what I'm saying, champagne poured down, you know what I'm saying, and a little, you know what I'm saying, extracurriculars. From what I understand, Diddy a voyeur and like to set up escapades. I can believe that too. Yeah, so these cats, you know what I'm saying? Is that Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest? Hey, it's just a random assortment of people, man. And you got Diddy holding a bottle of Cristal, so you know this had to be, you know what I'm saying, late 90s, early 2000s. You got Q-Tip there, so it had to be late 90s. You know what I'm saying? Because Q-Tip and, you know what I'm saying, shout out to A Tribe Called Quest, rest in peace to Phife Dawg, but they ain't been relevant in forever. Fam. So, let's see here. Hey, ain't that Regis? What the hell? Oh my God. This is the seniors tier of the Diddy parties. Man, a lot of stuff going on here, huh? Yeah, man. So yeah, basically an inside look. Nice looking ladies serving drinks. You know what I'm saying? I bet he wish he can go back to this. On Top of the World. This looks like an old boy band or something. I don't know. Y'all probably know better from what I do. You know what I'm saying? But this is just clutter in the grand scheme of things is what's been going on for the last few days, they running through the closing statements, and it's looking like it's about to get bad for Diddy. If these folks don't come up here and vehemently deny what was said today, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. I don't even know what today. Diddy trial day 29. What is it? I don't know. We're gonna get to it though. But hey, for y'all that's rocking with me, hit the like button. We're gonna go through this. And it looks like they have got Justin Combs in a situation. Might not be too good. And it don't sound good at all. It sounds like this was a like father, like son situation, y'all. But let's get to it. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's see here. Yep, there we go.
Hi, I'm Eva Pilgrim. Thanks for streaming with us. After 28 days of graphic testimony from nearly 36 witnesses, both sides resting today in the sex trafficking and racketeering trial against Sean Diddy Combs. The defense started and ended its case today without calling any witnesses, and Combs confirming to the judge that he won't take the stand in his own defense. The day began with the defense finishing their cross-examination of the government's last witness, a Homeland Security Investigations special agent. During his testimony, the defense denying Combs ran a criminal enterprise, showing how Combs' ex-girlfriend, known as Jane, would set up her own hotel nights. In one text message, an escort Hi, I'm Eva Pilgrim. Thanks for streaming with us. The high-profile Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial now in its final stage. Prosecutors presenting their closing arguments today, this after more than 6 weeks of testimony, some of it very graphic. The jury hearing from more than 30 witnesses, including Combs' ex-girlfriends, former assistants, male escorts, security guards, even another rapper and rival. The prosecutor, in closing, calling Combs the leader of a criminal enterprise who didn't take no for an answer, saying Combs, quote, forced and manipulated Cassie Ventura and Jane to have sex with escorts for his own entertainment, and used power, violence, and fear to get what he wanted. Combs is the only defendant, but the prosecutor told the jury he did not act alone, saying, quote, he managed to do this for 2 decades because he used his money, his influence, and his inner circle to cover up his crimes.
Well, why is he the only one being charged? And his charges coming for other people? Because Christina Coram absolutely need to be right beside. She need to be a charge partner. Why is he the only one that's standing trial for this? And the TriStar people that did a lot of funding for Diddy, why aren't they on trial? Because they knew what the hell was going on. It's a lot of shady stuff going on here, fam. And everybody was happy yesterday because they're like, yeah, charges is being dropped. No, charges are being clarified. There's a difference between your charges being dropped and charges being, you know what I'm saying, clarified. They basically cut the fat off a lot of charges so as not to confuse the jury on what was going on and what they needed to decide upon. Because if you put, you know what I'm saying, a lot of legal mumbo jumbo in front of, you know, some civilians, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, nah, I don't even know what that means, but I don't think he did that. So all they did yesterday was make it simple and plain. Simple and plain so that you folk can, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get Diddy out of here for however long that they're going to do it.
It's his kingdom. Everyone was there to serve him. Combs's children were in the courtroom today, including his 19-year-old twin daughters, who haven't been there since the first days of the trial. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he faces the possibility of life in prison. Later in the show, we have YouTube star Tisa Tells joining us live to talk about the commentary surrounding this high-profile trial. But first, let's begin tonight with ABC News Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky live outside the federal courthouse here in Manhattan. And Aaron, prosecutors gave their closing arguments to the jury. What was it like inside the courtroom today?
Oh, first of all, Eva, it was packed. For the first time since the beginning of the trial, every member of the Combs family was there, all 6 of his children, his mom. They all crowded into the row designated for family. At one point, Sean Combs even seemed to be, saying squished together a little bit to make room. But there were attorneys for some of the witnesses. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Jay Clayton, was in the room to hear prosecutors give their closing statement. So it was packed. But for the start anyway, Sean Combs appeared pretty relaxed. He walked into the courtroom. He put his hand over his heart, a gesture toward his family. And he's been reading a book, The Power of Positive Thinking.
I'm curious, how was...
Man, what the hell, bro? How you gonna bring the power of positive thinking in when we got all of this type of stuff to mull over? I just don't get it, man. And that ain't nothing but a ploy. He came in with the Bible at first. Now he got the power of positive thinking, and it's just to show off for people to see it. To basically, well, maybe he's not an animal, because that's what they putting him. That's what they setting him up to look like right now, and. The defense going to have to do a hell of a job on tomorrow to make that, what I'm saying? Because they made a dent today. I'm not going to even lie to you. The prosecution made a dent in showing, the acts for what they were. Truthful or wrong, it's damn show. I mean, truthful or false, it's damn show some truth in a lot of this stuff that they saying. That's why he will not get away for it, fam.
Combs, you mentioned it a little bit there. Did he interact any more with his family? What was his interactions with his attorneys like today?
A bit with the family. He did scribble a number of notes during the prosecutor's summation, writing them on little Post-its, handing them over to his attorneys. But at one point, I thought it was interesting. He sat far back, his chair pushed far back from the table, away from his usual confiding position with his attorneys, Eva, and had his head down, whether in thought or reading notes. But it seemed a moment where he might have been, as much as he can be these days, by himself.
I'm curious, Aaron, how long did the government's closing arguments take today?
It was almost 5 hours. And I have to say, it did not necessarily feel like it. The prosecutor's presentation for the last 7 weeks has been rather sprawling, and at times it felt disjointed. Witnesses testified that may or may not have had anything to do with one another. Today was the chance for prosecutors to try to tie all of that together, and all of the evidence about hundreds of freak-offs that the jury heard about, saw graphic footage of.
They keep showing that damn picture of Cassie, bro. They are not gonna let that go. They hanging their hat on that, because that's the only physical evidence that everybody can see. Divine Black Rose, have you heard about the situation with Justin Combs? Because I need to see what the hell that is, man. Because that's going to be crazy. Let me know something.
And today, prosecutors said a single freak-off is enough. That the jury just had to find that sex trafficking elements were met by prosecutors one time in order to convict.
Can you tell us more about the prosecutor who delivered today's closing arguments?
Christy Slavic is an experienced federal prosecutor. She actually has a background in gangs and violent crime. And I think of the 6, she may have been one of the more effective during examinations of witnesses, prepared, methodical. And that was, I think, the characterization today, a methodical, what they hope is a devastating portrait of Sean Combs, not only as a sex trafficker, but someone who led a criminal enterprise with a cadre of loyal lieutenants. It was his kingdom, she said. They were there to say yes, because she said over and over in a rhetorical flourish, Sean Combs would not take no for an answer.
The defense will have their turn tomorrow. What can we expect from the defense for their closing arguments?
Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo, lead counsel, is going to deliver the defense closing. He said it would take about 3.
Damn, Mark Agnifilo gonna do it. And they need to do that. They need that female or either Brian Steele. And I don't know about this. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Diddy might be cooked, man. Shout out to Mark Agnifilo. But hey, shit, this might be what to do about nothing. This might be a closed casket, y'all.
3 hours. I wonder now if he goes a bit longer than that. But the defense did not call any witnesses and relied on cross-examination to poke holes in the accounts of the witnesses. Look for him to repeat some of that and to portray Cassie Ventura and Jane not as victims of sex trafficking, but as willing girlfriends who participated in Sean Combs's polyamorous lifestyle for years.
Aaron Kontursky there at the courthouse for us. Thank you so much, Aaron. Now to break down what we heard today, ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is joining me. I'm curious what stood out to you.
I think what stood out to me and what probably stood out to a lot of people are all the different ways that Sean Combs can be found guilty, especially when it comes to that RICO conspiracy. Now, yesterday we talked about the fact that they just have to find 2 predicate acts, and it doesn't have to even be the same predicate acts. If we're jurors, I can believe it be bribery and obstruction of justice. You can believe it's arson and sex trafficking. But even further into that, AUSA Slavic said, you know what? If you think there are 2 times that Sean Combs gave drug to someone else and there's a RICO conspiracy, that's enough. And so
boy, I tell you, Diddy better have Trump on speed dial, because these folks finna crucify Diddy, man. They finna, man, listen. They finna, oh my God. They finna put him in an urn. Yeah. It's so many ways to get him up out of here, man. And they did a masterful job. And you listen, before anybody say, boy, you caping for Diddy. No, that's not it. I'm not caping for Diddy. I don't like Diddy, but I know that some of these people, they are not truthful in a lot of the stuff they doing. You know, just the whole thing with Jane Doe. How when she seen Cassie lawsuit, she just switched all the way up. But I think this is the end of an era. I think Diddy is out of here. Like, for real. They making it too easy. And there's so many counts. It's a million ways to send that man off for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Will they be lenient with the time? Who knows? But he definitely gonna get some. Even
within those individual predicate acts, multiple ones of them could carry the day for them in that top charge.
How do you think that the prosecutor did today? Do you think she gave the jury a clear picture, a clear understanding of these charges, of this case?
I would probably use clear understanding, clear picture, but I'd probably go a little further, a roadmap. I think she gave them an excellent roadmap to say, if you follow these instructions, if you follow these facts, if you follow these elements, the only destination you can come to would be that Sean Combs is guilty of the charges. Talking about the RICO conspiracy, again, that only 2 needed to be done to find him guilty as long as there's a criminal enterprise. But also the sex trafficking, that she conceded there might be some interaction between the 2 of them, especially talking about Jane, that first hotel night might have been consensual. But so long as there was 1 hotel night or 1 freak off or 1 King's night, whatever you want to call it, that's trafficking. And the simplicity of that and giving 3 great examples for both Jane and Cassie, I think really helped in creating that roadmap for the jurors.
Let's talk about the idea of criminal enterprise, because a lot of people watching all of this have been asking this question. Well, what was the goal of a criminal enterprise? Does it have to show some sort of goal?
I think this is the perfect definition that AUSA Slavic gave, and the goal was to force and manipulate Cassie Ventura and Jane to have sex with escorts for his own entertainment. And everything else was either to control them, meaning that arson of blowing up Kid Cudi's car allegedly to control Cassie.
Man, why y'all keep saying he blew up Kid Cudi's car? Because y'all don't know. It hadn't been proven. Man, listen. Like I said, I don't fuck with Diddy, man. But just know Ooh, it seemed like a railroad, fam. Cause this man never moved alone. It's always an entourage. It's always hanger-ons. It's always a crowd. But that's how it is. When they get you, they got you. And you realize you ain't got a friend in the world. All them white parties. You know what I'm saying? All the videos, all the TV shows. Nobody show up to support you. Nobody but your mama and your boys. Whew. Well, that's got to be a hard way to go.
Come back in, getting the drugs and distributing them to both Cassie and Jane to kind of ply them into doing this. The acts of violence, all of it, right? It was meant for this goal. And they're saying that there was a meeting of the mind, an implied agreement between those in his inner circle, being Sean Combs, to do this very goal.
The prosecutor told the jury that Combs was in charge and he had loyal lieutenants who made it all happen for him. Who were these people? Why does it matter? Combs has pleaded not guilty to all of these charges. No one else has actually been charged.
Yeah, so Sean Combs, only defendant, as you described. Right? When you're talking about loyal lieutenants, we're talking about Christina Coram and D-Rock, right? But also some of the security guards. And just to give you a heads up, this is just a few of them. We couldn't fit them all into a screen. But when we talk about foot soldiers, another thing that the AUSA talked about, we're talking about the assistants, right? Brendan Paul, Capricorn Clark, individuals who were not taking the lead, so to speak, in this criminal enterprise as the government is portraying it, but kind of did the marching orders, the setting up of the hotel nights, the getting the drugs, the things that facilitated many of these nights.
They got to go out to Christine Coram because she just as guilty as he is. He was damn near her boss. This is what I'm saying. She was his boss. She handled all the money. She did all the hiring and firing. You know what I'm saying? And why is she not being charged with nothing? Is Diddy good enough? Sight, what's going on with you, bro? You still in here? Holler at me. Damn. We done went through all of that. Let's go back. There we go.
Capricorn Clark, individuals who are not taking the lead, so to speak, in this.
He's joining us now from Pennsylvania. Ross, thank you so much for being here. You're not involved in this particular case, but you have studied juries for a while now. And I'm curious about those first couple of minutes that the jurors will get to spend together when they start deliberating. What do you expect that moment to be like?
Yeah, so they've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time together. They just have not been able to talk about the case. At least they're not supposed to be. So it is now their first opportunity to see where everybody stands, how they view the case, how they view guilt or innocence. And then they're going to start plowing through the evidence. There's obviously a lot of it. It's a 6-week trial with 34 or so witnesses. So there's a lot of information for them to start processing and getting into the group dynamic and start discussing, what do we think happened here? What's our viewpoint individually and then collectively as a group as to guilt or innocence?
Let's talk about the makeup of this jury. The youngest juror is just 30, the oldest 74. Some are from the city, others are from the suburbs. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, they're all going to have different viewpoints, obviously. They're all bringing different life histories to the table. It's really going to be part of what drives their viewpoint of the case individually. And I step away a little bit from just the actual age demographics and things like that into more how to.
So Divine Black Rose, you said, so Kevin, where's the big list is the question. Where's the list is the big question. I don't think there is a list. I don't think there is a list. See, the difference between Diddy and Epstein is Epstein, you know what I'm saying? He was basically the go-between for the people that wanted to have these type of adventures and fantasies lived out. Diddy, he was the one-stop shop. He wanted them fantasies and stuff lived out, and he created his own ecosystem. So I wouldn't think it would be a list. But the question is, will he go out like Epstein? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if there was anybody for him to tell on, he would have told by now. I think it's just him and him by himself. This shit is sad, man. And really, the nigga need help. The nigga needs psychological help, man. Miss Muffin, what's going on, fam? What's going on with you? This nigga need help, man. Some of the stuff that he was engaging in, had these folks engaging in like it was normal. This shit ain't normal. Not even for a kink. It's not normal. You know what I'm saying? Buddy should have hit somebody's couch and talked about it. Real talk.
How do they see the world? How do they view this case? How I know during voir dire there was a lot done about how people feel about celebrity and those type of issues. And now we have a jury panel of different individuals from different backgrounds, and they need to collectively now come together and come back to a group decision.
I'm curious because every witness that these jurors saw was called by the prosecutors. Do you think that will have surprised them, and how might that weigh into how they view this case?
I'm not sure if they'll be surprised per se. I know people generally understand that it's always the burden of proof on the prosecution. So the defendant doesn't have to put any evidence out there. And as it was stated earlier, their role was to punch holes in the evidence the prosecution was submitting into evidence. So it's a strategic, calculated risk to not put somebody up there, and you hope, or you're minimizing the risk by staying defensive, but still at the same time, you don't want that silence to be equated as to some type of admission of guilt.
Ross Suter, thank you so much for your insight.
Still
ahead, after more than 6 weeks of testimony about alleged sex, drugs, and violence, we are going to break down the prosecution's closing arguments. Stay with us.
Man, it's just sad, man. He can't tell it's true because you don't develop that type of kink willingly. Think it's homegrown, huh? A lot of stuff that happened when he was little after his dad passed. I can see that.
Today, with the defense giving its summation tomorrow. Time to break down the strengths and weaknesses of the case the prosecution presented to the jury. We have ABC News legal contributors Brian Buckmeyer and Bernardo Villalona. Bernardo, let's start with you.
Plus size baddie, what's going on with it? Been a minute. How you doing?
What do you think were the strongest moments for the prosecution today?
Strongest moments for the prosecution, I think, is the way that they organized their closing arguments. That was the strongest point for me, because you were able to follow everything that the prosecutor was saying. But in terms of their strongest point, I think the strongest piece of evidence, when they showed the 27 men on the screen, these 27 escorts on the screen, in between of escorts that Cassie engaged in sex trafficking, the ones that Jane engaged in sex trafficking, and the ones that both of them engaged in sex trafficking. Literally, we were all counting each line to see how many men it was. But in terms of the prosecution, why I go into that their strength was how they organized it, because they broke down the racketeering conspiracy, and they broke down the predicate acts and told you which facts and evidence made out the predicate acts. So you got the arson, Kid Cudi, the bribery, the security officer from Intercontinental Hotel, the possession with intent to distribute, the multiple players having to deal with that. So breaking that down, and then ultimately going into forcing this jury to know that all they have to prove is just one predicate act. So, for example, the possession with intent to distribute. How many times did Sean Combs give drugs to Jane, to Cassie, or had Jane bring the drugs from California to Florida, or gave the packet of drugs to Brendan Paul, or anyone he gave drugs to? All it takes is one or two. You get two of those possession with intent to distribute, and you make out the racketeering conspiracy.
Brian, what did you think?
But they weren't saying possession with a attempt to distribute. It's possession with attempt to. They didn't say distribute. I can't remember what it was. I want to say share, but it wasn't that. But yeah, it's the same thing, man. They got this fool. He up shit creek, man. Plain and simple. Yeah, I'm good. Plus side baddie.
You think?
I think the organization was great. And the reason why I think it works out to their benefit is because what you want is that the jury gets into the deliberation room and they use your roadmap, not the other side's roadmap. And they march through the case in the way that you told them to. You give them the tools and the way to operate through it. And I think what's really going to help them out, and the defense will do the same thing as well, any good attorney does this, is you mirror the language of the charge that you know the judge is going to say later on. And so when you say it once, and then the judge tells the jury, this is how you're supposed to look at the case, then they're like, oh wait, didn't Brian or Bernarda say this exact same thing? Maybe I should follow that direction. I think the organization is what really helped them here.
Yeah. The flip side of that, though, I'm curious, what do you think the weakest moments were?
For me, and maybe this is just my bias as a defense attorney, anytime a prosecutor makes a conclusory statement or say, well, you know that's true, and doesn't explain it, that to me gives me an opening to do some real damage as a defense attorney. So when you talk about the arson, does it seem like Sean Combs really did the arson? Absolutely. But they didn't.
Does it seem like it? But did he? Did he? You know what I'm saying? Smitty G, what going on, man? This is what to do about nothing. I think he cooked, man. And the way they laid it out today, you know what I'm saying? I don't see them bringing a defense that's gonna rebuttal what they came with. You know, we hear all of these. It's a federal case, so we can't get in there. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't see video footage. So we have to go off of what we get off of Twitter. You know what I'm saying? What content creators are bringing us outside of the courtroom doing, you know what I'm saying, breaks. But when you heard the prosecution put all of this together today, it sounded horrible. I'm talking about, and they started early with it too. They started early with it. And for them to say that they only gonna do 3 hours, shit, they need to talk to the cows come home, just to be honest with y'all. These folk need to talk to the cows come home because, yeah, this man life on the line. His life on the line. And we talking about Orange Mound Quit. We're gonna have to talk about that too. Cause shit, if my life was on the line, they would have to say something. You know, not bringing no defense witnesses, that's bad enough. But I don't know what they're gonna bring. We saw what happened when Straight Drop people went in there and tried to just basically blame everything on Cornelius. This man ain't got nobody to blame it on. All he could say is they lying and he a freak, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might have put his hands on somebody. That ain't gonna be enough to stay out of jail for 15 or 20 years. This is looking bad, y'all.
Give a lot of facts. It's like, well, you know he was part of it because there's no stuff that happened afterwards. So there's no other person who could have done it.
You had the email 2 weeks before, Cassie giving a heads up to her family member, like, look, I was threatened that he was going to release the videotapes, and he said that he's going to do something to Kid Cudi and that he won't be in the country when it happens. And guess what? 2 weeks later, ding, ding, ding. Car is blowing up.
But you also know that Kid Cudi was with his ex-girlfriend's sister at the time. You also know that there's potentially female dating on it. You don't know who Kid Cudi's dating also. That could have been the crazy ex-girlfriend there. You could have eliminated that as an option by giving facts to do so rather than just leaving it. The other thing, the voice note where Sean Combs says, you don't want me to ghost you. She says, oh, he says he doesn't want to ghost you because he'll stop paying rent. How do you go from you don't want me to ghost you to he means I'm not paying rent? These are conclusions that they're making of their own that I think opens them up for a defense attorney to say, here are logical leaps that they're making that you don't have to, and this could raise reasonable doubt.
Or were there weak moments that you were concerned about?
In terms of the weak moment, well, one thing just stylistically that she was reading from her binder when she was projecting this closing arguments to the jurors. I don't really like the reading part because I want to engage, have the eye contact, and have the jurors looking at me and me looking at them, and we're engaging in a conversation. But in terms of evidence that she put forth in her arguments, I think the one having to deal with Bana and Nia, because we know that those were the weak witnesses in a sense, not really Nia, but Bana, because of that issue of credibility, having to deal with being dangled from the 17th floor and that there was an issue with the date. But also in terms of not telling this jury how to evaluate credibility or believability, because they're taking for granted that just because I tell you this is the evidence and it's coming out of their mouth, that it's necessarily true. I think they should have explained to this jury, you're going to have to evaluate credibility of these witnesses. And this is how you evaluate credibility of these witnesses, what motive or bias or inconsistencies that they had, where you know that you can believe them because of the lack of motive or no inconsistency, or if there is an inconsistency, is a minor one. So those parts, because you do have the ones that it's corroborated, that's easy for a jury. A jury could be like, there's corroboration, so I believe that part of her testimony.
Do you think the defense tonight is tweaking what they were planning to do for trial?
Absolutely. I would be shocked if Mark Canifilo gets more than 4 hours of sleep tonight.
Right.
I think he should be getting the transcript as quickly as he can. And
Oh, they in there working. I'm telling you, these folk got a damn war room. For the money they getting paid, they better. These folk got a damn war room, and they looking for any type of crack in these folk foundation. They laid it out today. They looking for any crack in these folk foundation that they can, you know what I'm saying, cast reasonable doubt. And in some spaces where you can. There's some spaces where you can. You know, the state is trying to make this look like, well, the Fed's trying to make this look like this is somebody that's showcasing these women with escorts for his own sick fetishes. And while that may be true, these women were willing participants. But what the feds are doing, trying to counter that, is maybe they were willing participants, but were they willing participants all the time? One time where they weren't willing participants voids out any other time that they were willing participants. So this shit is deep, and the rabbit hole gets deeper. And Diddy did some foul stuff. Putting that girl on a plane saying they were going, you know what I'm saying, to an island to have fun, and then halfway in the air telling her, hey, I'm calling Paul and a couple of other guys. You know what I'm saying? Damn, the nigga couldn't help himself. He just couldn't help himself, man. And so he played a great part in his own demise, which I feel we're going to see in real time before we pop a firecracker, eat a rib, or whatever hell y'all do on July 4th. Real talk, big pressure. What's up with it?
Situations like this, as a defense attorney, you better have had a great relationship with a court reporter who's making the transcript. And so you're coming to them and say, hey, when you're done, I don't care how raw or how unedited it is, I need that transcript, because I'm going to go line by line, looking at those statements that Bernardo brought up, looking at those conclusory statements, bringing in other facts and say, this is where they're wrong. This is why their interpretation of this is wrong. And then trying to poke holes in it in many ways as possible that is unimpeachable, because at the end of the day, AUSA Comey's going to come up for that rebuttal.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. The government gets one more chance at this after the defense is done. Brian Buckmeyer, Bernardo Villalona, thank you both for being here with us. Coming up, a closer look at what people are saying about the trial that has captivated the nation's attention. Stay with us.
Yeah, what they got to say about the trial don't really matter. I mean, just this is crazy. I can't believe this man put himself out there like this and fumbled just a voluptuous bag, for the lack of a better term. Heard what's going on with it. Miss Goldie, salute to you.
Is YouTube star?
Yeah, listen, this is the lady I was telling y'all about the other night, man. And she's full of energy. She's a beautiful young lady. But, man, you let her tell it, the defense did nothing. They got obliterated, destroyed every day. Every day. Yeah, I'm going to let y'all see it for yourself.
Tells, who has been at the Manhattan Federal Courthouse every day since the start of this trial, giving her more than 500,000 subscribers an inside look into this trial. Tisa, thanks so much for being here. I'm really curious. What are you hearing from the people who are following you?
So, listen, the people that are following me really, really wanted the prosecution to pull through. And there's been a lot on the media because no one's in the courtroom exactly. So you really are going off of everybody's opinion. But one thing, whether there were the people watching the live tweets from what was going on in the courtroom, listening to my perspective or anybody else's perspective, everybody is super happy and super impressed with the prosecution's closing arguments.
As far as what their comments look like at the beginning versus what they look like now, has that changed at all after hearing all of these these witnesses?
Night and day. So in the beginning, people were saying, I don't see Rico. Where's the Rico? What's going on with the Rico? It was like hounding in the back of our heads. Nobody saw the Rico. However, of course, a lot of people, including myself, saw it early, but the vast majority of people did not see Rico. And even with the testimony, people were still like, I don't know, it seems suspicious. However, with these closing arguments, there is not one person, whether they support Diddy or not, saying they don't see a potential Rico case. So
you were in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Diddy's family was in the courtroom. So were his friends and his supporters. Give us sort of a view of what it was like in there today.
You know, it was actually kind of surreal. Okay. You know, Diddy had what could be arguably called a few legal wins yesterday. And when he walked in, he seemed like he was in great spirits. That charm was on. He did his little love sign. He came in. He seemed like he was floating on top of the world. But as the prosecution's closing arguments kept moving forward, you saw his body language kind of slip.
Shit, yeah. He came in yesterday. Hey, Judge Subdamarian, you're doing an awesome job today. Salute to you, brother. Giving out hearts to people, you know what I'm saying? Doing the hard hands. When the prosecution wasn't talking about, you know what I'm saying, everything that they put together, they said Diddy slid back in that chair, put his head in his hands, rose up and just went to writing notes. It's like, damn, boy, I tell you, it got to be hell to see folks picking over your life. And dealing out what your next consequence is gonna be. Real crazy talk. Hey, who we got? Tisa spent most of her time talking versus in the courtroom. Yes, she did. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, what's the woman name? Wendy Williams? Man, that's Wendy Williams' daughter. All day. Cypress said drop the link. Hey, we got my dog J Rail in the building. Salute to J Rail, man. What's happening with you, bro? How everything, man? I hope everything good with you, man. Hey, man. Oh, damn. And yeah, we streaming on Twitch and we're streaming on Kick for the first time. So, I dropped one link. 3 links got dropped. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, so we got to watch out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to grow the channel a little bit. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, let's see what these folk got to say about and shout out to his daughters, man. These folk, these stories were so damn nasty that they had to stop coming to court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially when you do what you want to do for so long. Shout out to my boy Pimp Tight. Yes, indeed. Javette was good with it. Sight, what it do, man?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, we talking about the Diddy situation and whatever else y'all want to talk about, man. We rocking out for a few tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just having a little ballers Thursday night live. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. What happened on Thursday, Friday?
Come on now.
Let's go. Let's run it, man.
Hey, you know we finna be hell on wheels on Friday, so you just get ready. I hope y'all hit the like button. If y'all in here, make sure you take the opportunity to hit the like button. If you can send me something on a super chat or super sticker or Cash App, it's greatly appreciated, man. I appreciate it. Listen, the fact that these ladies had to go home, they couldn't even be there to support their dad, is a damn shame. It's like, boy, your sins will find you out, won't they? I'm telling you.
Why they had to go home?
Shit, you want your daughters in there listening to people tell that you done been in there smashing yourself, watching other foreign people smash your so-called girlfriend, and then when they relieve themselves, you got to run in the other room and let her rub it on you. Yeah, you don't want them folk to hear that type of stuff, man. They'll never look at their dad in the same light again.
Well, they never should look at them in the same light again. But see, sometimes when you do a lot of dirt, the devil come collect and the chicken come home. But what happened with the case, bro, they turned all his co-conspirators. The Fed flipped all his co-conspirators and made them testify against him. He done.
Yeah, he done. And I know the recipe. I'm just saying, bro. Shit shouldn't be that easy. Cause shit, whatever he was doing illegal, they contributed. Yeah, let me rob a bank. Let me rob a bank and tell on another nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Shit, they go ahead.
Why everything landed on him? Because I heard you say he ain't had nobody because they easily flipped the co-conspirators. That's why he ain't did everything.
Bro.
He ain't did everything they said he did.
I know he haven't, but I'm talking about. When I say people in the courtroom to support, I ain't even talking about the co-conspirators, man. I'm talking about all these people. When Diddy pop out, they with him. Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? The Fabulouses, you know these people. Shit,
Yeah, the Jay-Z and all these
people.
You got fair weather friends in Hollywood, man.
That's all they is. They fake and they faking like turkey bacon. Shout out to Stan G.
Slump a little. You saw him at one point, he was just looking straight. And I get it. Somebody's saying that you're the devil and describing all these horrible things you did while your daughters are there and your kids are right behind you. I get it. But there was something more that he just started getting deflated to me.
That boy that used to play cornerback in college, he done got big as hell. And his ass got a lawsuit too. Justin.
I hate when the feds play like this, bro. Because what they gonna do, they gonna go after Justin, Christian, buckle up your seatbelt because the feds is coming. And because they already got your daddy. So once they convict him, they gonna go after everybody else, drain the swamp, get all the money away from you. Mitch Combs, they coming.
Yeah, I think they might come for Fat Joe too. Just to be honest, we'll get on that in a minute though.
As the prosecution kept making their closing argument. And again, it seemed like really good spirits. There was a packed house. Usually in the last couple of weeks, those roads for family have been pretty sparse. They've only been utilized about 20%. Today it was a packed house. But again, the high spirits they came in with kept getting lower and lower as the prosecution kept moving forward.
Content creators like yourself have really been giving people a different viewpoint, a different way to follow these kinds of trials. I'm curious the feedback that you have gotten as you've done this.
You know what? I've gotten a lot of really good feedback, but I think it's because the Southern District of New York, they don't let cameras in. So you really do need someone with their...
Man, this woman here, she is the equivalent of Real Talk with Tamara at the Gotti trial. I'm telling you. Shaw, what's up, bro? Hey, we got Xavier Crowell today. That was a good one, man.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But yeah, this lady right here, she is the equivalent of what Miss T would be if Gotti was at a fair trial. Just think about it, man. Because I'm talking about she every day. Diddy got embarrassed today. Diddy got obliterated. The defense destroyed. The prosecution destroyed the defense. That's what T would be like outside 201 or outside a federal courthouse on the Diddy trial. Yeah, I honestly believe that. You know what I'm saying? She is, according to her, the defense did not ever have a good day. I wish they did. They had a few of them. This just wasn't one of them.
Eyes and ears. And you guys do a great job of that. But you guys have set times that you can come on. So we've kind of filled a niche where it's like, yeah, I'll see you on break. I'll see you on lunch. And it's up to the minute. But they really like having us there as a fly on the wall, as a real person who doesn't really understand the legal side, but you're doing your best to figure it out. And you're literally just going off of the body language, what you see, what people are thinking and feeling. It's been an incredible outpouring of support. But you know what? I am trying to be the coverage that I wish I could see too. Like, let me know exactly what's going on. Oddly enough, the content creators, you might be the reason why the Southern District of New York changes their policies about having video.
We would all like to have some cameras in the courtroom. Do you have any plans for what you're going to do next? Because this has been weeks.
Yes, it has been weeks, but now I have this live trial bug in me that I just can't get out. I'm thinking about covering the Idaho 4. Of course, everybody is.
And we don't care about the Idaho 4, none of that. The next case we're looking forward to is Orange Mound Quet in the state of Tennessee. And so that's what we looking forward to. I need my boy True out there real fast. We need True reporting from outside of 201 for that Orange Mound Quet trial. We have to let him know, hey, do me a favor, gang. Everybody in the chat, if y'all would do me a favor, hit this link right here and go subscribe to my dog Sharpshooters podcast, sports podcast, college football. Even if you don't watch the content, just go subscribe. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subs. If we can do it tonight, it'd be awesome. But hit that link. Go hit the subscribe button for my boy, man. Show some love. Spread love. That's the Hit Squad way, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nobody in the hater incubator over here. We just showing love. So subscribe to my dog, Sharpshooters, Sports Talk, Real Talk. Pimp Tight said, if my eyes were closed, I wouldn't know if I'm trying to tell you, she pretty girl. She real pretty. You know what I'm talking about? But she just one-sided, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Call a ball, strike a strike, like Cypress say. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats, you know, they can't do it. They can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and guy, listen, he ain't on trial for unaliving nobody. We think he did, but hey, salute to you, home. Yeah, no doubt about it. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we bet we quit. That's what I'm waiting for. I heard they pushed his trial back about 3 weeks. Why did they do that, Cypress?
I don't know. I guess the investigators still got to investigate. I know they're going to use that as an excuse. That's common.
Mm-hmm. Smitty G said 5 shooters. Let me look that up because I ain't get a chance to see it today. I think that dropped while I was at work. Have you watched it, Sipe?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, I watched.
You didn't like it?
I think he had drunk too much today. Shout out to Truder.
Oh man, let's react to it. You know my dog. Let's see here. Let's react to it. Let me bring this down a little bit. Yeah, man. If y'all ain't smashed that like button, smash the like button. And let's get into this content, man. True Results. Shout out to the homie True Results.
Shout out to
absolutely. He said new footage shows straight dropping Cornelius was not alone. Go Van Dunn. Yeah, let's take a look at it and see. Let's take a look at it and see.
Cars full of niggas pull up all black to one of just yesterday. It's the cookie shop next door to the washer. They busting at them. I'm talking about busting number shots. Two fucking cars full of cars full of niggas pull up all black to one car was a white two-door joint. I didn't see the other one, but I seen.
All right, y'all, what's going on? It's True. I'm gonna make this little quick video, but before I begin,
I'm gonna say this. I don't think she was telling the truth. Like I told y'all, it's a lot of misinformation that come out as soon as something happened. People sweated and seen some, and they repeating some that they didn't heard. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird. This is one of the more weird cases we'd never seen. You know what I'm saying? With somebody out there saying, man, they hit him 22 times. Y'all remember that, right? And then and that ended up being the case. So you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Where it is, he was a shooter for real. Well, let's get into it, man.
Yeah. Oh, this is some breaking news, by the way. I appreciate everybody that came over there to that test live the other night. We're going to turn that back on, so get excited. And with that being said,
True and live? Shit.
Yeah.
Strep throat almost gone, so, the best I can. But anyway, Devin Burns. Remember I told y'all everything with no conspiracy and the mistakes have been made? Well, I stand 100% 10 toes down on the fact that Devin Burns was back there shooting in front of the veteran house behind Makita's, really, you can say.
And True always said that. He said it was always somebody on that back street in the back of Makita's. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. On Joy Lane?
Not on Joy, because Joy run up the side.
On Pecan Circle on the other side, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I'm thinking.
That Pecan Circle, I think. Pecan, I believe so.
Kind of like running interference.
Right. Right on the other side.
On the side of the car, the laundromat. Now, a little birdie called me a few minutes ago after he got off work at Shelby County Jail and told me something that he even verified. Well, I'm going to show y'all the veterans house. But I'm going to show y'all, I really want y'all to pay attention to what you're looking at. You see the officer you talking to? Well, that is the veteran. Guess what they talking about? You can't see the camera that the veteran got on his house. But don't worry about that. Just what y'all heard at the beginning of the video. Now take it back to November 17, 2021. Before nobody knew what happened, we just knew we had lost Dolph. So if you're anything like me, you just got active. Take it back to the beginning. She said, I seen 2 cars full of dudes dressed in black. That's what she said. Now she got the white Mercedes, right? What about them?
I might stand mistaken, sight. It looked like the camera footage looked like it's from Joy Lane.
Mm-hmm. There's a ramp at the house. They know some old white people. They didn't know him because my little cousin had the break in the house on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go. True might be on to some shit.
Other car. Where's that? Was that car even in? It had to be. But where is the footage of the other car? Because remember, we just seen Cornelius and Straight Drop jump out, right? Now, was she talking about the possibility that the other car, since she was at the Shell, diagonally across the street, right, from Joy Lane and Airway, remember where they came from the back? They came from around, crept from around. They made the block. Remember, Cornelius said we spotted Dolph. I ain't spotted Dolph. I already knew his location. And then we spent the block. We went around the block.
Y'all heard that. He said, y'all ain't spot Dolph. Y'all already knew his location. A lot of people are saying that, fam. A lot of people are saying that.
So that means they had to go down Airway, and catch them and come back up Joy Lane if they made the block, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people used to come from them apartment through the back way. A lot of they want to go to Makita's, to the store, because there's a churches across the street. In the Shell, they still buy places and shit. In the tax place, they go to the Shell. They built this thing like company though.
Right.
Yeah.
Clarinetta, what's up with it? J Rail said you can't trust MPD. We all know this. Damn, that's a damn shame. But it's like that in every city. We know. But MPD, they batting 1,000, especially with that damn Scorpion unit.
And came back and crept up Joy Lane on the side of the car wash to catch him off guard, so he won't see us turning in Makita's driveway. So we went around the backside. Now Devin Burns back there shooting in the air, as far as as per the veteran testimony, and apparently what I just found out, he has footage of that. Now add that to the fact that who a couple of months later, who did the news say was two persons of interest?
Teasing Devin.
Damn right. Teasing, CEO Teasing, Joshua Taylor, and Devin Burns. Now, doesn't it make sense and add credits to what I've been telling y'all the whole time, but just couldn't prove it? Well, Lil Birdie told me as soon as he clocked out and got home and safe, he hit our little line that we used and told me what he just found out. And this is, look at what this means. This means that, you see how fast Straight Drop trial was? Isn't that abnormal to y'all? That's a whole lot of hype around Govan's trial, right? Because you already know that the feds is in the mix. But do y'all see how fast, anybody notice how fast Straight Drop trial was? As soon as Straight Drop trial was over with, Cornelius and witness protection, his family and witness protection, Govan broke his proper agreement. See, things start happening around Cornelius after his testimony. See, that is a threat. So they're using one against the other. Now, we already know who started the snitch party. Cornelius told on there, too. He said, see, I might well tell. Quit had already told him everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you can believe it. That's why they let him out of jail, the only one. The alleged mastermind with a Scooby snack, that means a low, unbelievable bond with sealed conditions. Sealed conditions. Now, why would they seal all your bond conditions? And since you facilitated it, they ain't protect Jamarcus. Straight Drop trying to get out of there one time. But then after the trial, Cornelius gone. Now, you know what that means? That means they have a whole lot of other information that has not yet been revealed to the public. And it's only one reason, maybe two. RICO is coming, a federal trial. This is going to turn into a RICO. And the other one being that they evidence is supposed to be used at Govan's trial. Yeah.
Man, they just got this man right here just sitting. I don't think he is at home yet. He's just sitting. You know, he had another charge for, I think, running up in an income tax place and shooting it up or something. You remember that site?
Yeah.
Was it a daycare or income tax place? It was one of the two, man.
Oh, yeah. So he's still locked up now?
Yeah, I think he's still locked up.
Is it a way we can find out?
Are we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I try to look too.
Hold on. Check on my other phone.
He makes it to trial. Because don't forget, he'll get on down. See how he got. We ain't gotta go through that no more. But yeah, July 28th. It's not that long away. So just like I said, expect major developments. Now, with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't want to mix it all up. But hear what she said at the beginning of the video and take it back. And then add it to the fact that what I told y'all a long time ago, that I verified. And then look at the footage with the veteran taking the police out and showing. See, I got cameras over here. It was somebody shooting in front of my house. I put that with the interview with his nephew. If y'all forgot, they say I heard him on the golf course too. Yeah, it all goes together. Now it makes sense now. So what are they hiding? So there's only one explanation from that. This wasn't no random. They did not just spot dog because Devin Burns had to be riding with somebody else to get out hopping at the same time. Cornelius and Straight Drop jumped out the car, right? That mean they was riding together or they went together. So one was a distraction. They not that smart, but it happened, right? So that's a lie. So I think they already know that they already know what they got and what they say. So now it's making sense because look at what Trayon Ingram bring to the table. Now he came up as the one that swapped cars at the gas station in Straight Drop's trial. If y'all know who Trayon Ingram is, he's the one that robbed Nucky If You Buck Chicken ATL in the white Mercedes. He's the one that got indicted and arrested for the murder of the Covington shooting.
Anita Wilson.
One died, one lived.
Right.
Yeah, he's the one that got arrested for that. See, him in Straight Drive, he part of the gang. Now, if you add all of that, crossing up state lines and everything that's going on with the gang, then doesn't it make y'all think that, wow, Covington? What's going on in Covington? That all the gang down there in Covington and Mason. Well, remember I showed y'all over and over again, why did Moneybagg Yo's album release party? Why did he have his album release party in a little hick town next door to Covington called Mason, like neighbors? And then all the Alphabet Boys raided. And the head of Endless Records, Zach Zebo's right-hand man here, he got locked up with him. J Money got locked up with him. Moneybagg Yo got locked up that night. Even the one that Trayon Ingram allegedly killed, Anita Wilson, she got arrested too. Because don't forget her son and her supposed to be the ones that was the promoters. And then they were selling illegal liquor and all that. So rest in.
Why did they have that shit in Mason, Tennessee? Do Mason be jumping like that? You know, I ain't from Memphis, but I do know Covington. That's a little stretch from Memphis.
Yeah,
it looked like it's about a half hour away.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I stayed in Lauderdale County, so I was like a few minutes away from Tilton. I used to go there all the time. But no, Mason.
Lauderdale County. I know Mississippi got a Lauderdale County.
Yeah, that's in Ripley, Mississippi. Then you got a Lauderdale County in Ripley, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right there together, like Henning, Covington, Brownville, Mason, Stan. I used to be all through it, but yeah, I used to live in Ripley too.
All right, boy, you been everywhere, ain't it?
I tried to be many places tough.
Peace to her. Now it's a whole lot of things going on. But why? I know what does Covington, Mason, Ripley, all of that represent? That is also a hub and a corridor for the gang and drugs, right? Remember, they had like 4 illegal immigrants up in there from Venezuela, Mexico.
Damn.
Why y'all think that is? The Connect was in the building too. And if you go even further, y'all remember Straight Drop girlfriend, the one, Rakayla Hunter?
Yeah.
The one that snitched on him, his boo thing, when he shot up the bowling alley. The reason why he went to the feds for shooting up a bowling alley. Yeah, his girlfriend snitched on him. Now, this is the same girlfriend that when he was locked up, she hooked up with Howard Barnett. I remember Howard Barnett. Well, he has never been found. Rest
in peace to Rico Barnett. That was a damn shame, right? What they did to that damn Rico Barnett.
Ain't it, man?
I remember we showed y'all where they dropped somebody through his phone. After that, the van has never been. I think, did they find the van? Yeah, they found the van burnt. Where? in the same walking distance from where Moneybagg Yo's album release party got raided, where they shot these two women at. They found the van all in them miles away, over 60 miles away. They found the phone next to one of Straight Drop's addresses. True story. Threw it out the window, pinged it. It pinged 4 blocks from his address. And then they found the van burnt up in a lot way over there in the middle of where both of these events happen. Now you tell me if Howard Barnett ain't never been found, and Straight Drop broke a world record by getting out of jail in 6 months, 5.5 months, and Chris Craft, the judge, admired him. See, the federal, maybe he been working too. But see, we putting all this together. Now, that is what I want y'all to digest right quick, because Trayon Ingram, you done heard this kinfolk say. Remember, I had an interview with somebody close to him, real close to Trayon, because he had an address across from Makitas too. But I don't think that had nothing to do with it. Or maybe it did. He said he'll do anything not to go to jail. But yeah, he said I got $1 million bond.
So where the hell is Trayon Ingram?
He's in Tipton County.
Tipton County. This shit starting to make a lot of sense the way True breaking it down, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And you know the crazy part about it is, bro?
What's that?
True been saying this obligation day one. Nobody
Yeah.
doing.
That's facts.
I gotta give him credit. He been saying that since day one. Nobody never listened to him.
That's crazy, bro. They found this damn van all the way up there in Covington. What they say, 4 blocks away from where Straight Drop phone ping? Man, listen. And it's almost like, damn, what do you even do about it? The nigga got life plus 35. But I'm pretty sure that these folks want closure.
But
They've been. Go ahead.
This is what they did. In the opening statement, they said he got 2 other bodies that we agreed with the Fed that we ain't gonna talk about. We'll let the Fed handle it.
Right, I remember that.
So what the Fed gonna do? They gonna come look. We got you for Anita Wilson. We ping it for. We definitely got you for Mr. Barnett. Right, you gonna have to tell us something, or we're gonna give you the death penalty. All that tough gangster shit gonna go out the window.
Right. I agree. Devin Burns is not in jail anymore? Okay. That shit crazy. Pimp Tight say, I'm lost. Shit. No, so what he's saying is you got Rico Barnett, right? Howard Barnett. Rico is like a nickname. So he befriended Straight Drop's baby mama when Straight Drop went to penitentiary for shooting up Billy Hardwicks in East Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He was taking care of her while Straight Drop was locked up. Straight Drop comes back home. Rico Barnett end up missing. They don't find nothing. They don't find Rico Barnett. They find his van burnt up 40 miles away from Memphis in no other city but what? Covington. Yeah, the same area where Anita Wilson got knocked down, the same area where Moneybagg Yo had that album release party where, you know what I'm saying, they got shut down and they raided, the folks raided it. It's a lot of Memphis stuff happening in Covington, and it's all got to do with these characters.
Yeah, because it probably pinged in Tipton County because you can, when you get the cut, you can hit that, what's that, 59, I think it is. It'll take you through Brownville, Mason, and Stanton, Mason, which is right across the road, 10 minutes apart from each other.
Yeah, it's
So
a
all
lot,
right there.
it's a lot of shit going on in these little towns that tie back to Memphis, and there's a lot of gang culture, which is the weird part about it. You know what I'm saying? The gang culture is what cost Anita Wilson her life. You know, coming from a football game. You know, that was 7, 12 days before Dolph passed or whatever. You know, it's a lot of weird stuff going on that ain't even their business. It's just taking place in their neck of the woods.
Right.
Yeah.
And which is tied, which is giving them a connection to it because it's happening in their place.
Yeah, exactly. Smitty G said, didn't Jook give Teasy baby mama a bag? I can't confirm or deny that. You know what I'm saying? So them boy treacherous, ain't it? You know anything about that site?
Well, what? No.
Mm.
No.
Yeah. We know them boys were tied in though. They were locked in. If it wasn't for nothing but to get Dolph out the way, they were locked in.
But
you know what I'm saying?
the only reason why they went and why I miss Anita Wilson, which don't make it right, because Trayon Ingram mama got on the line.
Okay.
But
now you making more sense.
But we don't hear people even talking about that. They get right past that like it is.
Right. You think it's true because they done you think it's true they done that because her son backed off from taking Dolph out?
No, I don't think her son had nothing to do with it. I think it was some them niggas went up to the Cubs and doing some bullshit. As Memphis niggas like to do, go out there in the country and do some bull driving, try to pull old Memphis stunts, and them niggas wasn't going. They went to go get some get back. His mama just so happened to be there. They knock her down. He know where it come from because he know what he done done. So he done went try to get them get back and chain them in traffic and knock them down. And you know.
Now you just said that you felt like it was retaliation for Trayon Ingram mama getting knocked down now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Let's go. He gonna tell. Ain't no law. All these folks tell me. It's just like a snitch party. Buy some popcorn. Some more. Rotel deal. Whatever you drink, you just walk up. And that's the way I see it. Now, was something else I was gonna say. Y'all see Boosie. I see Boosie and Young Dolph. Like I was telling somebody else. It's funny how Big Head, Yo Gotti, know how Memphis feel about the football. It's funny how right after they conglomerate to get Flip out the way, Boosie, he has been around Mo3. He has been in the middle of a lot of shit around a lot of people. Specifically Mo3. It's funny how these roles are being swapped. Don't y'all find that kind of funny? That Big Head setting up CMG headquarters in Dallas, Texas. Recruiting people in Dallas, Texas. Not in Memphis. You know why? Because they got another CMG. I remember when I kept showing y'all Boosie Celebrate, we just came into a boatload of money. I had to call my mama. Y'all better bow down. We the new bad boys. We just came into a shitload of money. They were so happy. And yeah, black owned. And I'm part owner. But that's the second CMG, Connecting Music. Now they setting up shop in Memphis. So Boosie and Endless Records taking over Memphis. Big Head, no, he can't set up shop in Memphis, so he go put his headquarters in Dallas and start recruiting. Now swap that around, and then tell me what got in the way around 2020. That shot, that coming cold. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This plan been in motion for a long time. Now then add that to the fact that Trump is back. Don't y'all see what's going on? Trump back, guess what? Now Memphis is the murder capital of the world. And the prototype for Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, up in the White House. With Trump with his head in his hand. Now they making Memphis the prototype. They're building the first AI supercomputer in South Memphis. Wow. Makes you think, huh? No reason they passed them back-to-back laws to be used. Yeah, open carry, everybody can carry a gun. Crime out of control. Oh, y'all can run and smash and grab over and over again. We gonna just let y'all do it.
Yeah, they trying to get these folk. They trying to get these folk out of here, man. And it's crazy. Some of the shit I see in Memphis, man, I ain't never seen before, man. You got 14 and 15-year-olds driving up in handy packs and taking everything. Man, that shit is wild. And yeah, I know Boosie and Tootie Raw went to South by Southwest. Tootie Raw had a pistol on him, and now they trying to charge Boosie and Lil Tootie for blick trafficking. You know what I'm saying? They will not leave Boosie alone, man. That's crazy. And shout out to Christopher Wallace. The Memphis Christopher Wallace, Don Tripp, for sign. He signed. He the only artist that I know on Connect Music Group. Ain't that crazy?
Business
all right.
had to shut down because that's what they want. And now we got 1,000 FBI agents focusing on Memphis with the newly elected head of the FBI who looks weird. Yeah, he handpicked by Trump. Oh, it's a takeover. And Memphis is the prototype. Now, when you add that to Doc real estate, one more time, real estate guy is so strong. Then you got to ask yourself what I have been showing y'all or trying to tell y'all about the people that was around, though. The real estate mogul, them two guys. Yeah, that's where his investment was. So if you see one of these guys at a P. Diddy party with Nas, what is the connection? Real estate is the game. So if Doc was in the way of that, no wonder. All this secrecy and protection. The little fish gonna get ate up. The big fish gotta keep their appetite up. Gotta belly of the beast gotta be fed.
Pimp Todd, I agree with you, bro. Ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna take a shot at nobody parental. You know what I'm saying? That just that ain't in me, fam. And you know, when I was younger, we was at war down here. You know what I'm saying? And it's been plenty of times where my people then got caught with their mama, and it's been plenty of times when we didn't caught they people with their mama. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't happening like that, bro. It just wasn't happening, bro. We ain't moved like that. But these niggas ain't got no conscience. These young dudes ain't got no conscience, man. They doing whatever, whenever, however. And it's crazy. So that video looked AI generated to me. You know what? I every time I look at this clip with Boosie and Dolph, I just think about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, when Dolph tell his story, he tell y'all that Boosie is his inspiration. This is the nigga that inspired him to get into the rap game. Yeah, Boosie came to Memphis and his homeboy brought Boosie to him. And Dolph served him. And Boosie was talking about what all he was gonna do when he got to Baton Rouge, and you know what I'm saying? And yeah, when Boosie left, Dolph said he made up his mind that that's what he was finna do. He finna rap. Now every time we see Boosie, he on the other side. Ain't that some shit?
Well, he been had a relationship with Gotti.
A lot of niggas had a relationship with Gotti.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas had a relationship with Gotti. A lot of niggas had a relationship with Puff. You don't see them walking around trying to make photo ops and shit. I'm just saying, man.
You got a point.
Yeah, that shit crazy though. That shit crazy. Shout out to Boosie. You know, Boosie, he going through it. I don't know what the hell Boosie done did to people along the way, or if that's even the case. But Boosie got a inflamed atrial, a left atrial in his heart. He said every time he do a show, he damn near had to go straight to the hospital. That's gotta be frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Your only way of making money cause you to have to go to the hospital every single time. And they can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Long live Dolph, though.
Can't do all this dirt, man.
Say it again.
Can't do all this dirt. Leave young men like Marlo Mike and leave them to the penitentiary for the rest of their life and think they ain't gonna come back. Man, they come back in the worst way for you.
Hey, Boosie, who's next?
So that's all True came to say. I hope y'all heard what I said. And I'm gonna get on out of here. My voice don't last that long. I got about 5 for that. But it's all love, y'all. Like I said, appreciate y'all. I see y'all after my voice clear up 5 more days. And then we'll turn that line back on. So if you haven't seen the test live, I had to delete all the DJ had the songs out. Damn, DJ. Damn. My Florida Evans boy. Yeah, I had to delete all the songs that came on playing. DJ Haddon put some gospel music in it. So then they like block the whole video, which I respect. That's another man's art. But I can't get it out of my system. So you still hear me talking, so fast forward past the beginning. And then I also brought somebody up on the show, and I had a lot of love in the comment section. And we just gonna turn it back on like that and do it very professional. So I hope y'all join me. If you haven't donated to the channel in a while,
man, we gotta catch one of True Results Lives, man. Stop by, show some love or something, man.
We're gonna have shows, we're gonna have lives at the same time on the same dates, so that we can be consistent. Because we doing it different from how we started. So it's all love, like I would say. If tell my voice cracking. If we haven't donated to the channel in a while, please do so now, because I believe and I'm a new what you call it, a webcam.
Salute the True, man. Yeah, man. Salute the True, man. Hey, man. Shit, he broke some shit down. You know what I'm saying? He broke some shit down in that video. I'm not even gonna hold you. You know, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I know that they said. I remember when, you know, when they said that his vehicle was found 40-some miles away from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? In a field, charred. You know what I'm saying? I never put it together that that's what it was. They took this man all the way to Covenant and dead him in. You know what I'm saying? He just talking. He believed that it was 5 shooters, not 5 shooters in the cookie shop. 2 shooters in the cookie shop, 3 perhaps on the back street causing a diversion. That's what he's saying. And so, yeah, man, it's something to look at. It's something for us to mull over until we get this Quet trial. And I don't know why the hell they keep pushing the Quet trial, fam. What's up with that, man? Where you at, Sight?
I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here.
Why they keep? Yes.
I don't know, man. Quit trying to extend this as long as possible.
I mean, well, damn. It's almost been a year since Straight Drop trial. You know, somebody gotta somebody gotta get it together, man. That's all I'm saying.
I think the judge really wants us to start the trial.
Well, if she wanted to try to start, well, what the hell is the holdup? Unless it's the federal entities telling you folks to postpone it. That's the only thing that I can see. T Streets, what's going on, fam?
That's the only thing it is.
And I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of saying fed this and fed that. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it because they ain't came. I'm trying to hold my mule, so to speak, until they pull up. You know what I'm saying? This shit here crazy.
I think they gonna come. They probably gonna come after the Quint trial.
I don't know, man. We just gotta see. At this point, you push the shit back 3 weeks, man. God dang, boy, I tell you. That's when is that? So that's all the way in August. Yeah, so it's damn near gonna be a year from the date of the Justin Johnson trial. And to me, if this ain't got nothing to do with you know what I'm saying, federal the federal entities, then this some bullshit, man. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mad as hell if I was part of the Thornton family. Just being real about it.
But it's like they dragging you along.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't like they did this shit 2 months ago, 3 months ago. This shit was done 4 years ago. Damn near. It's like, let's get this over with, man. So if it is something to come after this, then we can get into that. But you know, I'm pretty sure Quet ain't you know what I'm saying, complaining. He having his way. He damn sure is. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? And True, we need you downtown, man.
It gets jammed up, don't mention my name. Give me Lord. No, I ain't living right. Gotta be the blood, nigga. Starving nigga appetite.
If the Diddy case ain't taught us nothing, it taught us that we could have somebody down at the courthouse reporting. We need that. You know what I'm saying? I donate a couple of dollars to see True down now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit that like button, y'all, if y'all can. Hit the like button. Well, I know you can hit the like button. It's right there. Just hit it for me, man. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't got no haters, you know what I'm saying, just hit that like button. For the haters, just keep watching. We appreciate you. And donate to the channel if you can, friend. We appreciate it. Feds ain't gonna play no games with Quit. No, they not. That's what I'm saying. It's been going on too long, man. You know what I'm saying? Joe, what it do, man? What's up, Big Hitter and Alabama Memphis family and the rest of the folks? Much respect. Long live Dolph. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. You know, people try to make that phrase a bad word. We gotta keep pressing the line, man. Keep raising awareness. You know, I see it in the 3 sector all the time. And shout out to the 3 sector. They got a bunch of good people over there too, but you know what I'm saying? It went from justice for 3 to just everybody just dragging and cussing at each other all the damn time, man. You know, sometimes we got to do some 3 content. Just like over here, we got to do some Dolph content. Real talk. And I can't wait for that trial, man. When that trial comes, Lord have mercy. This shit finna be crazy. Please believe it. And this shit finna be crazy. Yeah, man. It's the PI need more time. You think so? That's what it is?
Probably.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, we not finna stop talking about this, but I guess it started, I think they said August 18th. Is that what they said?
Yep, what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, August 18th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, Pimp Tight, you know what I'm talking about. Them folk on demon time. Real talk. Lord have mercy. I ain't playing with them.
All right.
Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. see what we got going on here. Yeah. They on demon time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Folk getting their channel took down and some more shit. But yeah, this is what I want to get into right here. Ooh, this is crazy work right here. Where we at? Baller Raj, I appreciate the donation, man. Real talk, man. Let's see here, bro. This is what I'm trying to get into. And I thought this was crazy as hell. Who heard about this?
Developments in the case of the man charged with trying to kidnap the mayor of Memphis, Paul Young.
Yeah, Justin, the
Y'all heard about this? Have y'all not heard about this shit right here?
Yeah, he got a $2 million bond.
$2 million bond. Let's go.
FBI is now involved in this case, and the mayor might not have been his only target.
What's equally troubling is that upon investigation, detectives located in the defendant's storage locker a list of names of 5 elected or appointed officials, including spouses' names and names of their children.
You heard it from the judge. Police say Trenton Abston had that list with other city leaders' names, their spouses, their children's names on it as well. Yesterday, his bond was increased from $50,000 to $2 million after these new revelations came out. Police say Abston scaled a wall, went right up to the mayor's front door, rang the doorbell, wearing gloves and holding a taser. The mayor did not answer the door. Instead, of course, called a security detail and police.
Yeah, these are stunning developments in this case. We know a little bit about Abston. He's a licensed security guard. He does not have a prior criminal history. His family telling Fox 13 he just wanted to talk to Mayor Young. And we have just learned that he is due back in court within the hour and that the FBI is involved in the case, as Val was saying. So Fox 13's Dominique Dillon is going to be in that courtroom. Stay tuned for updates on this. Some stunning developments and revelations in this case. We thought he just wanted to talk to the mayor, or at least that's what his family says. Now it looks like this is widening this investigation.
And it's ironic. He said he was concerned about crime.
Right.
And that's why he wanted to talk to the mayor with duct tape, a taser, and other things like that.
This motherfucker,
Man, you can't make this shit up.
Hey, man, say, hey, Mr. Mayor, I want to talk to you about crime. You got a roll of duct tape and a damn taser. What the hell going on in Memphis, man? You know this man got a Ring camera, man. Like, what was the mission? What was the damn mission, man? This is the craziest shit I've never seen, bro. And he had city councilors and everybody on his list. Like, you ain't even had no fire on you. You had a taser. What was you finna do? This is crazy, y'all.
Not good and very disturbing.
Yeah, stick with us. We'll be updating this story throughout the day here on air and online.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's some of the crazy shit I done seen today, man. That's some of the crazy shit I done seen today. Crash out mission. Damn right. Damn right.
Your $50,000 bond ain't enough for this dumbass shit. We won't be getting $2 million bond. Man,
Right.
Go nowhere for being stupid.
Yeah, it man went from $5,000 bond cash to, what is that? $2 million. That's $200,000. Hell nah. Ain't nobody coming to get your ass. Ain't nobody coming to get your ass. But
That $200,000 plus properties, and then they gotta have a working job. Ain't nobody signing their name on that shit, man.
Nah.
And then if you make that bond, you gotta go to a court here, cause they want to know where that money come from.
Exactly. So it only feeds into Stephen A. Smith theory. Damn, the mayor not even safe. What the hell going on in Memphis, man? You know what I'm saying? Oh, have mercy. And I tell y'all all the time, I don't be trying to pick on Memphis, man, but it'd be some wild shit going on on the town, as y'all like to say. Like this right here. We were just talking about this earlier. Look at this, man.
Video that you will only see on Fox 13 surveillance of a smash and grab in Midtown. 5 teens and 2 stolen cars.
What is this?
And a gas station left in pieces. The whole thing was over in a matter of minutes, and it was caught on camera. We're getting a first look at the video that was left behind. Fox 13 Sierra Jordan joins us live at the Tillman precinct. Sierra, it was just a big mess that was left.
Darcy, the damage was so extensive. It cost more than $50,000 just to repair the front door. Now, I was able to get my hands on the surveillance video that shows the crash and grab, and it's video you'll only see on Fox 13. Crash and grab caught on camera. Thieves rammed stolen cars into the BP gas station on Poplar in North Cleveland.
That is insane.
Just before 5 a.m., surveillance video shows 5 young boys in front of the BP. You can see 2 stolen cars, a black Infiniti and a red Toyota RAV4. The driver tried.
It's always a black Infiniti.
Bruh.
What's up with the Infinitis in Memphis?
Bruh, they got a whole Infinity little group that run around. And then they got this little thing they got in the town they call a kill boy, boy. Getting these kills and going out on missions.
Yeah, them kill boys, they like nationwide. They everywhere, man.
Yeah, but you see some y'all niggas with some Infinity ride out tags and 10 well off, get out of their way. They probably up to no good, man.
Yeah, for real. This shit is ridiculous, man. Look at this. These some little boys too.
Tries to ram the RAV4 into the building. After several attempts, the SUV crashes into the front door. 5 young boys rush in. Cameras capture the thieves ransacking behind the counter.
Why?
Cash and cigarettes.
Sad. That's so sad.
Police say the crooks took several boxes of cigarettes and 2 cash drawers holding at least $4,000. Investigators say one of the cars was reported stolen and the other may be linked to a carjacking incident that happened just a day earlier.
Hard to watch all our young men be in this type of violence. It's hard to see it.
Fox 13 spoke with a mother at the gas station. Sandra Blue believes parents need to step up and be held accountable for their children's actions if they commit a crime.
I wish they had like some kind of youth program or something for the younger kids.
Youth program?
Now, I checked the Memphis Data Hub, and within a half-a-mile radius from the gas station, police responded to more than 60 calls since the beginning of the year. Again, police are still searching for the 5 juveniles in connection to the crash and grab. Darcy?
That is Fox 13 Sierra Jordan reporting live tonight. Thank you.
This shit crazy, man. These folk on a mission, bruh. She talking about some. I wish they had a youth program. Well, she probably got a little taekwondo at home, spinning blocks too. That's wrong. That's wrong. I know, but damn, bro, this shit here is on another level, on a whole nother level.
Yeah,
YNs ain't giving a F.
And you know the bad part about this shit? It's every
What's
day.
that?
It's every day. They get lasted every day.
Every day, you're right. You're right. And we used to have that same excuse back in the day. Well, we get in trouble because it ain't nothing to do. Shit, it's something to do. Find your ass something to do, man. You go cut some grass. Hell, you can do any damn thing. These young dudes don't even cut grass no more, man. That used to be the supreme hustle in the summertime. Get out, cut you a couple of yards, get you some bread, go get you some J's. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna do none of that. They gonna go just rob them.
Yeah, you better not let your partners catch you out there cutting no grass. Well, you lame hell out here cutting grass. Boy, Pressure wash somebody's house. Do something. Do anything, fam. This shit is sad, man. And they just going by the wayside every single day.
Yeah, Sharp, you program, man. It's almost laughable in Memphis. Who gonna invest in it?
Yeah, she could have kept that youth program. But you know how it go. They always gonna find a damn fool and ask them the craziest questions on the news.
Yeah.
They ain't getting nobody with their hair done or a decent outfit on. No. You want to come over here and talk? Huh? Show lives. I want to talk. Oh, perfect. Come. Got that woman over here sounding crazy as hell. Ain't no way. But yeah, man, this is what we got to look to in the future, man. And that shit is sad.
Talking about that youth program. They ain't had a youth program in the city since Willie Harrington was mayor. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Don't worry, I wait.
Yeah. It's crazy because I think they just signed off on one in our city for football, I think. But shit, that shit ain't finna do nothing, bro. I mean, I hate to sound negative, but bro, we see what's going on. We see what's going on. The mayor told everybody in the city, you know what I'm saying, you get caught with a switch, it's federal. These niggas hop on Facebook showing their switches and saying, you better not mess with my switch or you gonna catch this switch. And they just going around picking their dumb ass up. Crazy. Yeah, I Mel, he young, so he about all that action. He about all that action. Mm-hmm. So I was in the gas station last night, YN's in there with a long pose, and one had on that same sweatshirt that was just shown on the smash and grab. Might have been him. Might have been him. You know what I'm saying? These niggas went in there and took two gas. They went in there and took 2 cash register draws and some damn game wraps and some Newports. Damn. That's what niggas trying to go to jail for now?
Yep.
That's what niggas trying to go to jail for. You know it ain't no more than probably $300 in them drawers, right? Shit, at that time of night, it probably went number like $100. That's crazy.
If they got all the money in the safe is about 9 o'clock.
Exactly. Yeah, you gonna tear that program up. You damn right. They up there throwing up Vice Lord and some more shit. Oh, shit.
They ain't gonna put no money in. That's why you ain't gonna see no youth job, no none of that in the city. They just gonna let them tear it up because they know that they mamas is gonna have an excuse the whole time, but these kids around here terrorizing everybody, bro.
And that's the thing, man. I can't even lie on my city still do the youth programs, the high schoolers going out and getting summer job. They do all of that, but man, there is a remnant. Y'all know I always go to that. There's a remnant that's gonna take advantage. The majority is not. That's just how it is. The majority is not. And you know what I'm saying? I tell my son all the time, all these lame ass niggas, y'all calling lame ass niggas in high school, they gonna be the ones. They gonna be the ones looking at your application. Mm-hmm. Cause y'all too cool to do anything. So when y'all finally wake up, y'all go to putting in goddamn applications. Them lame niggas gonna be the ones that's, you know what I'm saying, crossing everything off of your application with a red pen. Make a choice.
Yeah, tell them the truth. You right. You tell them.
Exactly. All the cool dudes in high school, they end up behind the wall or on the run or working at rallies. And all the cool females in high school end up with 6 4th or either 5. You know what I'm saying? Baby daddies and white is all outside. Working at the damn sit-go. That's just how it work, man. That's just how it work. And
behind the cash running talking about niggas ain't shit.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. At 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh man. So you gotta teach these kids, man, because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? I tell my boy all the time, some of the shit that I thought was just solid in my young mind didn't add up to nothing when I grew up, bro.
Yeah.
But if you don't talk to these kids and give these kids no type of hope, you know what I'm saying? This is what you're gonna have. This is what you're gonna have. These folks, they looking for love, man. These boys looking for love. That's why they keep their face covered, because they embarrassed. They shame themselves.
Well, they some damn fools doing that because it's 100-degree heat outside.
They don't care. They don't get no damn about it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put that mask on. If they ain't got no mask, they got some hair, they're going to wear that hair over their face because they don't want to make eye contact with nobody. When I was coming up, they told me, keep a firm handshake and look a man straight in the eye when you talk to him. Shit, not these days. These kids be whispering in some more shit. They ain't making eye contact with nobody.
Man, we wouldn't be wearing masks and shit, grandma, man, you stupid little motherfucker, you like this shit on, kick the shit on, you know what, embarrassing me with all this shit on, like a goddamn fool.
I hate to sound old, but shit, you couldn't wear a hat in the house.
No, you had to take that motherfucker off once you take that hat off in my house.
I'm trying to tell you, shit, half the time these folk, man, these folk got on the shiesty and a hoodie. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's 92 degrees outside. You got on a hoodie, a shiesty, looking crazy as hell. I know you up under that bitch wasting away.
But see, that's the tech world we living in, where these kids sit on the internet all day from summer. They ain't forcing these kids to be outside, be active, ride a bike, do nothing. They just letting these kids do what they want to do.
Well, that's the thing, bro. You can't let the kid go outside and ride bikes and shit, because you got these weirdos that snatching folks. I mean, that's a real thing, man. See, white vans and all that shit, man. It's a real thing, bro.
Well, it's amazing how white fans ain't pulling up in the hood because they know them y'all niggas got some witches, bro.
Hey, they'll circle the hood, and I'm telling you what I know. There's a little community outside the western side of Birmingham by the name of Midfield, and these folks will ride around until they don't see no YNs. If they see them girls, they gonna hop out on them. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Mm-hmm. I still don't get that wearing the hoodie. Man, listen, bro.
That's shit.
They different. They different, bro. It could be 95 degrees outside. They gonna have on some shorts, some damn Crocs, and a damn hood. They gonna wear that hoodie. It don't matter, bro. I be telling my boy, man, listen, bro, you gonna melt outside. It's hot as hell. Yeah. That's just they swag, fam. It's different.
Cause they think it's cool, but 10, 15 years from now, they gonna realize that shit was dumb as hell.
Right. And I think I'm broken out of wearing the damn hoodies and shit, but damn. A lot of these kids, man, shit, they got the hood on. They gonna have the shiesty on. They don't give a damn about it. I had to break him from wearing hoods inside of establishments. We go to Hibbett's. Don't say nothing to me about these folk looking at you crazy, cause shit, you got a hood on. You take the hood off. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That shit. No, man. No, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like, I see young niggas like that doing that, bro. I'm getting clean out their way, cause I know they don't
I would say it's the equivalent to sagging and 9-day big pressure, but shit, they do that too. They sag worse than we did. I ain't never been a sagger. Cause I always been a big nigga. I ain't always been as big as I am now, but I always been a big nigga, and sagging just went in for me. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas, bruh.
These
And I
niggas
ain't
be naked now.
facts. And see, we come from a generation where we ain't wear no skinny. Skinny what? Nigga, what?
Ooh.
You know, even the female wore Timberlands and big ass jeans back in the 90s. So
Right.
shit, you know? Yeah,
They,
no.
the problem is they just let anything be acceptable in this generation, bro.
That's facts. That's facts. And a lot of us, and I mean this, a lot of us be trying to be friends with our kids.
That never worked.
It never worked. It never worked.
See, people don't want to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I got a homegirl like that. I'm like, man, quit babying this damn boy. Yeah, you might leave here one day. He gonna have to learn how to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Baby this goddamn boy.
Yeah. It ain't, that shit'll never work.
No.
Especially a boy do not need to be babied. Shit, they got the whole world coming at them. They're gonna be judged and some more shit. Whether it's how can I say this? They're gonna be judged regardless whether they need to be judged or not. You know what I'm saying? Just put it like that. When you sagging under your exactly, bro.
Yeah, you doing too
Exactly. And I started telling my boy at 8 years old, like, listen, you blessed, you beautiful, you a champion, you're a leader. But at the same time, there's a segment of society. And when I say society, I mean the people that you're gonna meet when you walk outside the door, they're not gonna like you. And it ain't for no other reason, but they don't like people that look like you. You got to be better. You got to. You can't look at your partners. Where I live at, it's mixed. You got white kids and white families and black families. You can't do what your white partners do. You'll never in a million years get away with what they get away with.
No,
Yeah.
cause you ain't, cause you gotta have the complexion for the connection.
Absolutely.
It sounds harsh, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. And he see it now. I mean, he still got a lot of little white homeboys. I'm telling him, listen, the standard ain't the same. Just know that. Just know that.
Yeah.
Another thing. Go ahead.
It sure ain't gonna be the same standard when you go in the courtroom.
Hell no. Facts. He said going to the judge is a badge of honor. Yeah, that's the most backwards thing ever. Oh, now what's going on? No one, what's going on with you? Yeah, man. You know, these folks, they wear that shit like, I seen a video on Instagram where dude came, popped out to his homies with his cap and gown on. He was like, hey, I just graduated college. And like, man, get the hell out of here. And then another dude pulled up, hey, yo, I just got out. And everybody just started, you know what I'm saying, celebrating.
Embracing.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. You just
Yeah.
gotta, okay, nigga, and what's your point?
Mm-hmm. My pops and mama told me to put my pants up. Some people don't tell their kids shit. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Look like they can.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I came from the age where they used to tell us, hey, tuck your shirt tail in.
Right. You talking Lynn. Man, hell yeah, they gonna be shining as a motherfucker. Hey, shirt in.
Yeah, tuck your damn shirt tail in. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you, no one. That's love, bro. That's love, man. Hey, if y'all ain't hit the like button, and it's quite a few that haven't hit the like button, y'all go ahead and hit the like button, fam. If y'all don't want to donate tonight, that's fine. God gonna bless me regardless. Just know that God gonna bless me regardless.
Amen.
I just love chopping it up with y'all. But at least hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? That go a long way. I go a long way, fam. Yeah, man. Double standards and everything that come their way. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You thinking your partner is cool, and he is cool. He didn't set the rules. The rules was in play before you or me or him ever came into the world.
Right.
But just know that these rules exist.
Right.
Courtroom or the boardroom, either. The deck is stacked against us on so many levels. Absolutely. And then you got the ones that say, just let it go, man. Let it go. Stop playing the card all the time. It's not the card. This shit is reality. This shit is reality. And if you don't know that, then you might need to get far away from me. Like, for real. The like button is free. Last time I checked. Hold on. Yeah, it's still free. Mm-hmm.
And no price added to it. It's still free.
None. We're the last generation to get tapped with an extension cord, belt, and a switch. Yes, sir.
And the code, they used to make us go out and go picture screen. You better not talk about the little one.
Yeah. Our dumbass going out there.
Get the smaller one.
I learned that story. I learned that a long time ago. Yeah, you go out there and get the smallest one you want to. My dumb ass going out there trying to get something decent, but not too decent. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy. I remember one time my grandma sent me out and she had a damn muscadine vine. Go out there and give me a switch. Boy, she sent me out there to get a switch. I came back with some bullshit. She took it and pulled out her own switch. She just wanted to terrorize my ass. I said, damn it, Granny. That ain't no damn sense. A lot of them think their existence is good enough to change the system. That's facts. And a lot of them feel like, you know what I'm saying, just because this the first time that they going through it, that this the first time it's ever happened.
It ain't.
Exactly.
Boy, them switches used to hurt, boy, especially when my granddad used to braid the motherfucking time together, boy. You hear that wind come through, man, you know that shit can do murder, son. Yeah. You know, cause they done braided them, that wind get to coming through out there. You gonna be a soul motherfucker when you with
That's facts. Say when you had your pants down and they ask you what you doing, advertising, boy, I tell you, yeah, that's them old folks, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. And what y'all gotta realize, man, and this shit is absolutely by design. After that crack epidemic, bro, the old heads just wasn't different no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
Braided switches, J-Real. Well, they braid the limb down on the side and wrap it together and tell your ass can't regular. That hurts, son. I'm thinking that's the most painful thing in the world.
Goldie talking about some she ain't getting no whipping, so she can't relate. Well, whoop-de-doo. Cause shit, I got plenty. You talking about?
Well, us two niggas is on the panel. I'm so lucky.
Yeah. Shout out to my dog, Texas Bama boy, man. I appreciate you, home. I appreciate you, man. Real talk. I felt like I was gonna go through the night without getting one donation. After 2 hours of work, man, we going hard, man. But hey, listen, I just love the fact that I can pull up and y'all pull up and chop it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause we all go through something. The day is a grind. You know what I'm saying? Whether you working or looking for work, the day is a grind, fam. It's hotter than a bitch. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like for us to be able to come in and chop it up and show love is definitely a plus in my book. To get away from you know what I'm saying, everything in everyday life. Real talk.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And man, this is fun to do. This is fun to do sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah, the 80s took the gap out of mothers and grandmothers, and you know what I'm saying? That shit it did, bro. I'm telling you. The wise grandmothers, all that shit went out the window, man.
Yeah,
all that shit went out the window.
Grandma make sure you go. Grandma make sure you gonna eat on. Grandma gonna make sure you gonna eat. Grandma gonna make sure you go to school and shit. But see, this is what they did, y'all. They put some child abuse laws in that can be able to control it. Where you whoop this child, you going to jail, and this child gonna eventually start doing a whole bunch. Now you can't whoop because you don't want to go to jail.
It ain't even that, Cypress. It ain't even that, bro. It's the fact that when crack came through in the 80s, it ripped the asshole out of everybody's neighborhood. And along with that asshole getting ripped out, morals and standards went away, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas don't stand on business about nothing but a dollar. Morals and standards went away, and so people don't care. People stop caring about anything. And you know what I'm saying? It's trying to come back. One thing about the crack epidemic, it incarcerated a lot of people. A lot of people succumbed to it, but we survived, y'all. This fentanyl wave, different.
That's worse than crack. At least the crackhead will change the tide and do something. But these fentanyl heads are gonna be laid out high.
Exactly. And that's by design, fam. You ain't gonna tell me it's not by design. Real talk. Remember paddlings in school? Yes, I do. I remember cutting up in class one day. I'm talking about I'm 10th grade. I got the whole class rocking. We just laughing up a storm. Me and a couple of my homeboys, and the vice principal came in and said, you, and you. Well, he took us to the nearest bathroom and put that fire. I was like, oh my God. Yes. They don't do that no more.
No, they didn't give you suspension and send you home for 3 days.
Exactly. Fam, when I was blessed to have my son and take him to school, you know, that's when I realized things had really changed. Like, you know, make sure his pants not too tight so he can button up his pants and, you know, zip his pants and unzip his pants when he go to the bathroom, because we can't touch him. I was like, damn, it's like that. These folk they more caught up in avoiding lawsuits than they are, you know, just basically handling the kids.
Right.
So it's no paddling. You know, like you said, you're gonna get suspension, in school suspension, detention, all of this type of stuff. But all that paddling, that shit out the window, that shit gone.
Bro, them powder hurt, man, especially them glads. Them hurt. I'm trying to hurt worse than the wooden guy.
My mama would square up with the police. If she was going to jail, they was gonna watch her handle us. Yeah, I feel that. We need to redefine what's positive, what's smart, what's disciplined, what's solid, and what's real. That's true. I agree. There's so many folks just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, morals and standards went out the window with the crack epidemic, and a lot of people just trying to make it through. They'll put more than Trump behind. Yes, indeed, fam. Well, when that shit came through, when they brought the $10 rock to my hood, boy, that shit was over with. When they brought the 10, man, listen, I could damn near triangulate. When they brought that $10 rock to my hood, probably 1987, 1988, I was a little boy. You know, we used to run through the neighborhood stealing, and this was the dumbest shit ever. You know, we used to see the rappers with the Cadillac emblems on their chain. We used to snatch Cadillac emblems off folk cars and shit. I beat a little boy ass if I seen him snatching the damn Cadillac emblem off my shit. But we used to do it. We used to do it. But I was a little dude, man, running around through North Birmingham and Collegeville. Google it if you don't know what it is. It's the trenches. It's the trenches. Yeah, man. And Collegeville Projects, man, that's where it took place. See, they brought that $10 rock from Detroit, and that shit was over with. You would have thought them niggas were having free cheese every day. Lines coming out the projects like you would not believe. Block the street off. Serving all day, all night. Police hadn't even caught up.
About time they done caught up, nigga done made so much paper.
Yes.
Nigga done made so much paper because dope was so cheap.
Yes. Niggas was legit having it their way. You know what I'm saying? I remember my mama telling us that we called 12 about abuse, telling them to bring the coroner because we was not gonna live to tell the story. Yes, facts. That's facts. That's a fact. Need about 20 more likes. Let's get it, fam. Yeah, man. Y'all go on hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Yes, indeed. Police in Houston jammed my ass up in 10 seconds flat for snatching a... Man, listen, I'm telling you, we used to do that shit. Cadillac symbols, Mercedes-Benz symbols, either one we can get. We damn sure wasn't snatching no damn Oldsmobile or no weak shit like that. It was Cadillacs and Benz symbols, bro. Yeah. And gotta find a way to put the shit around our neck, cause ain't none of us got no chains. If we do, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we did. That's what we did back in the G, man. Hey, that crack was low overhead and high profits. Absolutely. I'm talking about, I remember them boys shutting the street off, Jack. There was so much wild stuff went on back then. Jesus Christ. I tell you.
Why that police pulling up?
Yeah, the police pulling up and don't know what's going on. It took police probably, I ain't gonna lie, just to be honest, if you know what I'm saying, and this was, I wasn't even in middle school yet, but I knew what was going on. Man, listen, these folks, man, it took them probably about two good years, bro. About 2 good years to find out what was really going on, and then they had to figure out a way to attack it. Real talk. Go there, I swear, I believe my pops when he told me he would collect on his insurance. That shit crazy. Hey, that bitch on a string. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We just needed something. We needed us one. It cost $0 to hit that like button and subscribe, man. Come on, man. Let them know, man. You know, we sit up here and we chill and we vibe, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? Some of us sit on the couch. Some of us in the gangster matrix, like Stan G say, and a lot of us be in that hater incubator, just letting that hate go all over you. Come out the hater incubator and hit that like button. You feel me? That way. Hey, that crack epidemic was a gift and a curse. It was. At the same time, it was a gift and a curse. Some folks seen more money than they ever seen in their whole life. A lot of people got ambushed, backdoored, and some more shit. Yeah, I remember I remember my brother came home looking like a mummy. My mama was like, what in the world happened to you? Him and his homeboy had a trap house. And they were serving. His homeboy ran out of product. My brother still had product. My brother homeboy backdoored him, attacked him with a bumper jack, split his shit wide open. Damn near killed him for a package. Real talk. Them days was treacherous back then, fam. It was the wild, wild west. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hit that like button, I hope you drop your phone in the toilet. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. And the people in the bushes like me, hit the like button. What's up, Hitter? What's up, Chocolate? What's going on with it? Salute to all my bush babies, man. Don't hate on you, boy. I'm up here working hard at 12:02 in the a.m. Got off work. Ain't even ate no dinner, y'all. I got off work. Ain't even ate no dinner. I came in here and tried to put together a show for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, the crack epidemic is also the reason many of us moved the way we moved. We saw a lot of death, corruption, zombies. Yes. Yes. I swear to God. I swear to God. Bumper jack, bro. Bumper jack. Absolutely. 100% actual factuals. Mm-hmm. Cracked him with that bumper jack, bro. My point guard on my hoop squad showed me how to hit that boulder with the razor blade in 5th period study hall before hoop practice. Ooh-wee. Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was probably, man, what's going on with it? I was probably 20 before I seen my first block. When I say block, I'm talking about block. I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to rap and whatnot. And we just left the studio and went to one of my homeboys' house. And him and his brother stayed there. Shout out to them. I ain't even gonna say their name. But we walked in and we walked in the door and his brother had company. Y'all remember the dude that got a black eye and a bloody nose, the little light-skinned Puerto Rican guy off Lean On Me? And Mr. Clark was trying to get him to stay in school. And he said, son, you'll be dead within a year. Y'all remember them? Well, my homeboy brother had 2 dudes that were dressed and looked just like Cat off Lean On Me. And in the kitchen, they had a block. And I was just like, ooh, I ain't never seen that much in my life. Man, I turned around. Hey, man, listen. I gotta go. I gotta go. Because if they come up in here, yeah, we all going. We all going. I'm too close to the shit. We all going. Oh, man. We left out that bitch and went to Taco Bell. I'll never forget it. True says. It's like, can't believe you haven't ate. What's up, fool? What's happening? What's good with you?
They don't want to hear nothing about what you ain't know here. No, everybody getting a temple feel.
Mm-hmm. Treacherous indeed. I know you heard about the war with the Jamaicans here in Dallas. I have heard bits and pieces. But I heard it was treacherous indeed. Chocolate, what's going on with your loved one? If I had a mean whip game, you would show no capping. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? What you know about crackers and oil gel, boy? Now see, you talking about running plays. J Real talking about running plays, putting your life on the line. Hey man, listen. People disrespect the Fiends like 40 going north, man. They disrespect the Fiends and talked about these junkies like they weren't nothing. But you cross one of them junkies and you done did bad by them with whatever you trying to serve them, and they find out, oh, that shit going down. That shit going down, Jack. Please believe it. I know some of them fiends, hey, they'll get active. They gonna get active by that little $8 to $10. They gonna get active by that little $8 to $10. The Jamaicans was, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I heard. I damn sure did hear about that, bro. That was a crazy time in Dallas. J-Real about to get put. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, them folk find out that you done shorted them, and you done gave them some. Hey, you done gave them some white bread rolled up real tight. Shit, they at your ass, fam. Come on, man. Same thing I knew about them. Yeah, the lemon heads. Come on, man. All them plays, man. Set up and play. I seen it, man. Listen, you better be ready. Let's be clear. LBC, what's going on with you? Salute to your loved one. For real. Hustle game was too strong to sell fake product. Hey, man, you get down bad, you'll go there. You'll go there. Real talk. Niggas have been down bad. For real. I just know how them fiends play it, bro. They will not forget. They gonna come back if they don't get on your top right then. Yeah, them was some crazy days, man. But all of that we just talked about, it made up where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? You think about that era, then you know what I'm saying, the 2000s and 2010s, these folk then brought the Molly out and the Zans, and you know what I'm saying, back in my day, we ain't doing, you know what I'm saying, if you gonna do that, it's probably gonna be some volumes or something. You know what I'm saying? And they done brought all the pharmaceuticals out in the 2010s.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen.
And folks going dumb. And then the results of that is these little kids running around with these ski masks and these dreadlocks with their face covered. I'm telling you. My ninja got his throat cut by a dude back in the day. My ninja got his throat cut, came back in a different car and hit him with a blade down. Ooh, wee. Damn, I'm telling you. Folk don't play about that work, man. They was the ones with it, but if you owed a little bit of nothing, they was doing the most. Yep. Couple of my homies robbed the fiend and came back with them folks. Yeah, they'll do it. I swear to God, they'll do it. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Yeah, they'll do it. I knew a guy, and I'm finna put this far away from me as I can. I knew a guy that these fiends just kept on irritating the shit out of him, to the point where he brought him in the house. They weren't coming correct, if you know what I mean. JB, what's good with you? They weren't coming correct, but they just kept coming back because they were joning. Fella brought him in, put one on the tub, one on the toilet, covered their head up, and deleted them. Yep. That was back in the for show. How can I say it? Back in the game. Bro still doing time for that. He'll never come home. He'll never come home. Yeah. That's the type of shit that shit had us on, man. That's why I said we made it, but it's a lot of people that didn't. But our culture's so resilient, man. You know, that type of shit, it gave the people that brought it to the forefront a lead but it never exterminated us. And I feel like deep in my heart, from day one, after they couldn't just completely control us and use us as property, the play came in to where they've been working and looking for ways to exterminate us, as many of us as they can. That's just me. That's just me. I mean, you could talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Ron in the 70s, you know what I'm saying, the Rock in the 80s, the pharmaceuticals in the 2000s, and now they done upped it with this fent. They done upped the ante with the fent. Just get as many of them as you can. And I'm gonna just say this: 2020, the epidemic in 2020 was meant to hit people with bad diets. just read into what I'm saying. Yeah, 2020 was supposed to be a wave to take us up out of here. God is good. Yep, back in the day. Absolutely. There's a lot of them. Facts. I knew a few was in Houston, I knew a few was in the Ham, Tuscaloosa, and Anniston. There were some major players. Yes. Yeah, that was some real live. There's some real live ballers in the city, making moves, and some steppers too. Yeah. My dog Redbird. It's a few. It's a few. I ain't finna call no name, but it's a few. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is that the folks had been on it for years before yeah, absolutely. Salute to you, Joe. But that's what it is, man. Listen, y'all, like I said, I came in, got the business. I hadn't even ate nothing. So I'm finna go ahead and eat something small, find something, a sandwich or something, and get me a shower and get ready for the next day. But tomorrow, Friday, we will pop out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Keep this same energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pull up, rock out with your boy Hitter, Hit Squad, Friday night. Y'all already know what it is. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all dearly for coming through, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Hitting that like button. You know what I'm saying? Sharp said, great show, fam. I appreciate it. And listen, this my dog Sharp. He from down this way. If y'all would, hit his link, hit the subscribe button. Now I'm gonna say it again. Y'all ain't gotta watch one video, but hit the subscribe button. Help another upcoming YouTuber out, man. It's sports content, college football, college, high school recruiting. Go hit that man line. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into 1,000 subscribers, fam. Listen, if you was in this seat, you would want somebody to go subscribe to you. Get him over that hump. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. That's what we about. We about networking and, you know what I'm saying, doing this for the betterment of each and every one of us. Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man.
See, baby, what's up?
So let's do a roll call. No one, I appreciate you, homie. Pimp Tight, salute to you, man. Keith Sanders, you know what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Joe Bass, I appreciate you, home. Divine Black Rose, you already know what it is, man. You know, if we do a live and you ain't up in here, it's something wrong. We're gonna have to. Yeah, real talk. Okay, this all. Salute to you. True Sage, man. Becoming a regular. J Rail, my Wrench Mob homie. Appreciate you, bro. Real talk, I appreciate you. LBC, I appreciate you for stopping through. That's my homegirl from the 3 sector, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I love this shit, man. You know, we ain't the biggest channel. Matter of fact, we are quite a small channel. But man, you don't get this type of intimate room when you on a bigger channel and the comments is just going crazy, and only way you can even get your comment read is through a super chat. I don't do that over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that over here because for one, we're small, and for two, I love the engagement. So salute to everybody that came through. ZK, salute to you. Goldie, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank my dog, Texas Bama Boy 205. Yeah, that represents the ham for the $10 super chat. Man, much love to y'all. And don't forget to go hit that subscribe button on my homie Sharpshooter Sports Talk page, man.
Run them up, man.
If y'all got a channel, he's subbing to y'all too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, just go sub and go in the comment of one of his videos, his last video, and just tell him that you subscribed and drop your link. He'll go sub right back to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Hitter. We got another one in the books. This was a good one. And tomorrow night we'll be right back outside.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We right back in.
Be right back at it, man. And salute to y'all. We finna go to Waco. Yeah, right down the road from Fort Worth and Dallas, man. Hot Boy West. One of my favorite songs from Hot Boy West. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Salute to Hot Boy West, free Hot Boy West, and some more stuff. Salute to everybody in the building that rocked with us for the last 2 hours and 40 minutes, man. It's your boy Hitter. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the wind. That way.
We out of here.